Today we will take the topic, the lens. What is a lens? Lens is a defined boundary of a transparent medium which is bounded by two either spherical or one plane and one spherical surfaces. For an example, this is the lens. In this lens, we have the two surfaces, the two curved surfaces. It is O, O dash, and here it is A and it is B. If the surface OA O dash is taken, then it is also a curved surface, and OB O dash is also a curved surface. The two surfaces can be taken as a curve which is taken from a circle, or if we extend it to the 3 dimension, then it can be taken as the part of a sphere. We can imagine that there are two spheres connected with these two surfaces like this, and here like this. So we have the definition of the lens, that in a lens we have the transparent medium which is bounded by the two curved or spherical surfaces. Either possible that both the curved surface are the spherical parts, and if it is possible, then the lenses can have one plane surface also. So the lens lenses can be classified under the two classes. One class is convex and one is concave. For the convex lenses, we have that the spherical surface should be bulged out. This surface is tended to be slightly bent towards the outer area. We can see here that in this lens we have the two spherical surfaces, both are bulged out, and we can also say that here the middle part of the lens, if we talk about the middle part, then it is the thicker one than the edges. At edges the convex lens is thinner as compared to the middle part. We have the three simple general classification. Of convex lens, and as the diagrams are showing, the first one is said to be biconvex or simply the convex lens. In this lens, both the spherical surface are spherical part of a sphere, or we can say that with each surface we can imagine that a sphere is connected, or each surface is taken to be a part of a sphere. If we talk about the second diagram here, then this diagram is showing us one of the plane surface and one of the convex surface, and we can see again that the middle part is thicker than the edges of the lens. That's why this lens is said to be plano-convex lens. The third class is here, in which one surface is curved inward is curved inside and one is bulged out, again we can observe that the middle part is thicker than the edges of the lens. Here this lens is called concavo-convex. If we talk about the second class, which is the concave lens, we can divide it again into simple three classes. First is this, in which you can see that all the two surfaces are spherical, where the two surfaces are the part of a sphere, and this concave lens is said to be biconcave lens, or simply the concave lens. If we talk about the second type of lens, it is said to be plano-concave lens, in which first surface you can see that it is plane and the second surface is again the part of a sphere. Third is taken to be convexo-concave. In this you can see that the first surface is a bulged out surface and the second surface is the curved innerward, and it is taken to be both the surfaces can be taken to be the part of a sphere originally. Now if we see the three lenses, biconcave, plano-concave or convexo-concave, we can observe that in the middle part these lenses are thinner than compared by the edge part. Also here it is thinner at the middle part, while at edges it is thicker. As well as for the third, that is convexo-concave, we have the middle part thicker than the edges. So this is what we say the types of concave lens. Now we are going towards the terminology related with the lenses. As I have told you that the lenses can have the two spherical surfaces or one plane and one spherical surfaces, but we are considering only those lenses which are having the both surfaces as part of sphere. So we are taking the terminology related to the lenses. Let's name it LP1, L-P2. These surfaces LP1 L' and LP2 L' are the two spherical surfaces of the convex lens. The convex lens, the middle point in the convex lens, we can see it is the special point, and we see that for the thin lenses, the lenses which have a very less thickness of the lens, this point is a special point from which if the light ray passes, then it will not bend through the refraction process. It is said to be optical center of the lens. Now, as we have said that the two surfaces are the spherical surfaces, and we can take them as the part of a sphere originally. So take the two sphere as shown. This is the imagination that how the lens can be cutted out of a sphere. Now this center of the one sphere and this center of the another sphere are said to be center of curvature of the lens. There are two centers of curvature for the lens because there are two surfaces which are curved. This curved surface is called curvature, and their curvatures has a center which is the center of the sphere of which the lens is a part. This first surface has the sphere. The pole of the lens is said to be P1. Then we have the center, which is said to be C1, and the radius of the curvature is said to be the radius of the sphere of which the lens is a part, or the spherical surface is a part. It is said to be R1, and if we come back in the sphere, then its center is said to be C2, which is the center of curvature for the second surface, and this is the radius of the curvature for the second surface. Now this line, which is drawn in the yellow color, if we say it P A, then it is a line which passes through the optical center, and it is normal to both the surfaces, and it passes through the center of curvatures also. This is said to be principal axis. This line which joins the two center of curvatures and passes through optical center is said to be principal axis of the lens. Beside the principal axis, if we talk about the behavior of the convex lens, then we see that if there are the incident rays which are parallel to each other, as well as they are parallel to the principal axis, then what a convex lens does with the rays falling on it, it bends all the rays in such a manner that after bending, all the rays passes from a common point, and this common point is said to be the focus or the principal focus for the lens. This is an actual point. Here the rays actually meet after the refraction process through the lens. As the point, the focus, we have observed it on the principal axis, that's why it is called principal focus. If you are taking those rays which are coming parallel to each other but not parallel to the principal axis, then the rays are refracted in such a manner that they passes through a common point which is said to be focus, but it is not observed on the principal axis. It lies in a plane which is said to be focal plane, and focal plane is the plane which passes through focus, and it is perpendicular to the principal axis. So this focus lie on the principal axis, which is said to be principal focus, and the other focus which are observed on the perpendicular plane, which is said to be focal plane, are simply the focus of the lens. So there is a difference between the principal focus and any focus. Principal focus is always observed only when the paraxial rays falls on the lens and they meet after the refraction process on the principal axis. Then we observe the focus.